My name is Owen, and I am a doctor.
This is the story of how I lost myself to alcoholism following a heartbreak that shattered my world, and how I eventually found my way back.
I had been in a relationship with Anna for 4 years.
She was vibrant, compassionate, and the most understanding partner I could have asked for. We met during a local charity run and quickly discovered a shared passion for helping others, a love for jazz music, and an insatiable appetite for adventure. Our relationship blossomed amid spontaneous road trips, cozy jazz club dates, and quiet evenings spent cooking together in our small but bustling apartment.
Each season brought its own set of traditions: pumpkin carving contests in the fall, winter getaways to quaint bed and breakfasts, spring picnics under the cherry blossoms, and summer evenings spent watching movies under the stars in our favorite park. We celebrated our anniversaries at the same little seaside restaurant where we first realized we were falling in love. However, despite the deep bond we shared, life's unpredictable tides pulled us apart. Anna felt that our lives were moving in different directions, and eventually, she ended our relationship. It was a crushing blow. Every corner of our once shared apartment haunted me with memories. The coffee mug she left behind, the playlist filled with our favorite jazz songs, and the pictures of our travels that lined the walls. To numb the pain of her absence, I turned to alcohol. It started with a drink to drown out the silence of the apartment at night, but soon, I was consuming more than I could handle. I rationalized it as just a way to get through the tough times, telling myself I could stop whenever I wanted. As a medical professional, I was aware of the irony, that I, of all people, should know better. But my personal and professional life began to unravel. I made errors at work, missed important details, and withdrew from colleagues and friends who expressed concern about my well-being. The reality of my situation hit hard when I found myself waking up in the hospital where I worked, having blacked out in the on-call room. The disappointment and concern in my colleagues' eyes were a wake-up call I couldn't ignore. I realized then that if I continued down this path, I would lose not just the memory of love but everything I had worked so hard to build in my life. Admitting I needed help was one of the most difficult steps I've ever taken. I sought therapy and joined a support group, finding solace and strength in the stories of others who had faced similar battles. This community taught me that I wasn't alone, and it was okay to grieve not just the loss of a relationship but also the loss of the person I had been. Recovery was a gradual process filled with many challenges. Therapy helped me unravel years of emotional dependency that I had not addressed, and I learned to find joy in solitude and self-improvement. I reconnected with my passion for medicine, took up running again, and eventually, began to mentor others struggling with addiction. Now, 2 years sober, I reflect on my journey with a mix of sorrow for what was lost and gratitude for the growth that came from it. I am still a doctor, but now I also dedicate part of my time to help others on their recovery journey. To those suffering from heartbreak or battling addiction, know that the path to recovery often begins with a single, albeit difficult, step forward. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Embrace it. The road to healing is long and winding, but it leads to a place of profound peace and self-discovery. Your past doesn't define your future. It only shapes the resilience with which you approach it.